Let's draw a realistic portrait of a boy and dog with ballpoint pen while we chat about ways creating art can improve your life based on both my personal experience and studies. You know those genius project ideas that you randomly come up with that fill you up with burning passion? At the start of the project, you're full of motivation and you're excited to bring it to reality. However, as time passes, which can be as little as a couple of hours, that spark inside of you slowly starts to fade away. You start to feel this dread at the thought of continuing, and you wonder if there is something wrong with you. Are you tired, distracted, or is it just the idea itself that wasn't good enough in the first place? Eventually, you come up with a new, seemingly brighter idea, and you quickly abandon your previous project in favor of the new one. Does this sound familiar? If so, you're definitely not alone. Leaving projects and ideas unfinished time and again does not make you broken or incapable. It's actually normal. Creating art can be a powerful tool for developing the skill of finishing what you started. When you begin an art piece, you're committing to seeing it through to completion, even if it takes hours, days, or weeks. This process teaches you to persevere through challenges, overcome self-doubt, and push past the temptation to abandon your project. As you work through the creative process, you learn to break down larger tasks into manageable steps, make adjustments as needed, and ultimately experience the satisfaction of completing something you've poured your heart and soul into. By finishing your art pieces, you'll build confidence, develop a growth mindset, and cultivate the discipline to see your goals through completion, a skill that will benefit you in all areas of your life. This is something that I personally have experienced ever since I started my art journey 2 years ago. Before taking my art seriously, I used to be a person who was quite windy, and it was hard for me to commit to one idea. Honestly, if you'd have gone back in time and told me then that I would be able to actually finish so many artworks and be able to post consistently on YouTube, I wouldn't have believed you. I am so grateful to each and every one of you here that have joined me on this journey. One thing I learned over this period of time is prioritizing completion over perfection. An idea for an artwork doesn't have to be revolutionary to merit becoming a reality. It could be simply trying a new subject matter or trying a new art medium. A seemingly average idea that was brought to fruition is better than a great idea that was never acted upon, or not creating anything at all because you are waiting for that perfect idea. Just create. Sometimes the creating process itself will surprise you with unique challenges that will push you to think outside of the box, like I did with this drawing. Originally, I actually planned to paint this piece with watercolors, and everything was going pretty smoothly at the start considering I was making this art piece away from home. But imagine my surprise when I set up my paints and discovered that I had actually forgotten my paintbrushes. So after thinking about it for a bit, I did a complete U-turn in my plans for this piece and decided to draw using a ballpoint pen instead. The paper I'm using for this drawing is Yupo paper, which is a paper that has a more waxy finish and can be used for either watercolors or acrylics. But surprisingly, through this drawing, I discovered that Yupo paper is actually also really good with ballpoint pen art. The paper is smooth and the pen glides on it, giving you more controlled strokes, and it also picks up the ink very well, meaning that you can draw very light strokes on it, giving you an opportunity to have a wide range of line weight in your drawing. I think that this drawing turned out to be one of my most delicate pen drawings, all thanks to things not going according to plan and me accidentally forgetting my paintbrushes at home. If 2 years of creating art consistently has taught me anything, it is that every art piece will take you on a roller coaster ride of its own unique art process, containing its unique challenges with unique solutions that you work around and grow from as an artist and a person. Through creating art, your ability to be proactive, adapt, and improvise is trained. By embracing the unpredictability in the art-making process, you develop resourcefulness and learn to transform mistakes and setbacks into opportunities. This ability applies to your life outside of art as well, and makes you better equipped to navigate whatever may come your way. There's this saying I like that you're the average of the first 5 people you choose to surround yourself with, which means that if those people are good and kind, then you are more likely to be a good and kind person. What you surround yourself with reflects your reality. I think that this applies not only to your friends, but also objects and influences you surround yourself with. This can come in the form of what you choose to paint. For this piece, I chose this reference photo from Pinterest because I really like the calm and peaceful vibe it gave me, which is something I want to bring more of into this point in my life. At this point in the drawing process, I was starting to work on the carpet, which I found to be a pretty complicated pattern. Instead of overthinking it, I decided to simplify it and be loose. My goal wasn't to get it down perfectly, but instead to give a clear enough impression that you can still tell what it is, and I think I really like how it turned out. Drawing or painting is also a wonderful way to disconnect and relax. The process of drawing might have its challenges in and of itself, but that's also what makes it fun. If you're someone who finds it difficult to focus, slowly adding on time to your drawing sessions can help with your retention span. It can also serve as a great replacement for mindlessly scrolling on social media, because when you create, your brain sort of shuts off and all you can think about is your artwork. Creating art is a healthy outlet to have when you want to entertain yourself and unwind. Interestingly, studies show that making art is therapeutic and relieves stress. The results of a study, which I will link below in the description, shows that after making art, 75% of participants' cortisol levels, which is one of the most widely studied hormones of stress, were lowered. Creating art makes you see the world differently through the eyes of an artist. When you draw or paint, you start to treat the world around you as your muse, from which you gain inspiration. You start to see your surroundings in shapes, values, and color. You take mental notes of what colors look good together, and take notice of random small things that before never really caught your eye. Something I love about creating art is that your art journey is a lifelong experience. No matter what age you are, you can create. There is no expiration date. In fact, the more years you have been drawing or painting, the better it is for your skill level. It's a worthy investment of your time. As long as you don't give up on art, art won't give up on you. Your art journey is a long game. So just because you happen to be in a bit of a rut for the time being, that doesn't mean you should quit. There's this allegory I like, which is that if you accidentally broke one plate while washing it, it doesn't make sense to give up on washing the rest of the dishes and just smash all of them because one time you made a mistake. Or if you were pouring yourself a cup of water and you accidentally spilled one drop, giving up and spilling the rest of the cup that you filled doesn't make any sense. By giving up too early, you are throwing away all those other shots and chances that you could potentially have in the future. Creating art can change your life for the better by both giving you skills that will apply outside of art and providing a therapeutic outlet for relaxation and clearing your mind. If anything this video was helpful and speaks to you, please leave a like and share your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.